Welcome to the boating adventure. Today we are at Ripon and we are at the Ripon Basin, and we're going to take a little trip along the Ripon Canal, so come and join us. These are the riponsceniccruises.co.uk. The Ripon Canal makes up the northern length of the Ewer navigation. The Ewer joins the Swale to form the Yorkshire Ouse, and the navigation was 10 3/4 miles long, of which the canal comprised 2 3/4 miles. Following an Act of Parliament of 1767, the line was opened in 1772. The man in charge was William Jessup, then at the start of his career, and a pupil of John Smeaton, who was also responsible for the Edison Lighthouse. The resident engineer was John Smith. Coal was the main cargo to Ripon, being distributed thence to towns in the North Riding. Agricultural produce and lead were carried southwards. After a good start, conditions deteriorated. The commissioners appointed under the Act to manage the navigation had done their job well, but had also run into debt. The time came when there were no commissioners left who were qualified to act as such, for by some legal quirk no provision was made for appointing new ones. In 1820 a new Act enabled some of the creditors to take over and raise money for putting the navigation back into good order. Competition from the Great North of England Railway, which opened a line from Darlington to York in 1841, affected the waterborne trade. 6 years later, the Leeds and Thirsk Railway brought the navigation for just over £35,000. In 1854, it passed to the North Eastern Railway. Tonnage carried fell to generally less than 10,000 tonnes a year, little of that entering the canal section to Ripon. By 1904, practically nothing was being carried higher than Boroughbridge, and the canal became derelict, though it is not abandoned until 1935. So this is the bypass bridge of the Ripon Canal. These are the CRT boater facilities with water, Elsan toilet and shower. This is the lock keeper's cottage, 1777, I think the chap on the boat said. Quite nice for a lock keeper's cottage. So this is the Rhodes Field Lock. We're coming up to another lock. This is at the side of the waterside Aqua Vista Marina. There are only 3 locks on this canal, and we've now visited all of them. So this is Belfurrows Lock. And it's having a bit of a makeover at the moment. These are the offices for the Ripon Waterside Marina. And that's the boat entrance to the marina off the canal. It all looks very calm. This is where we started this morning at the canal basin, and then we went to Rhodesfield Lock in the boat, and we've walked to Belfurrows Lock, and then we've gone past the entrance to the marina just here. And then we're going to go towards the Oxclose Lock, where we got to yesterday, and I came up this way on the kayak. So this towpath will take us down to the Oxclose Lock. So this will be the longest pound of the 3. The water is very brown here. It looks almost like gravy. Very different to the water on the River Yue yesterday, which was absolutely crystal clear. It was beautiful. This is Nicholson's Bridge. And this is the Ripon Motorboat Club and their marina, and that's all at the side of the Ripon racecourse. No vehicle access beyond this point, and cycling is prohibited. There's a narrowboat just coming along. This is the entrance to the Ripon Motorboat Club Marina. And it was the motorboat club that was instrumental in pushing forward the restoration of this canal. Closure of the Ripon Canal in the 1950s was very unpopular amongst the locals, which prevented much of it being filled in. In 1961, the Ripon Canal Company was founded largely from people from the Ripon Motorboat Club. So the lower part of the canal was restored by the 1980s. But in 1971, in his book Lost Canals of England and Wales, Ronald Russell describes the basin end as a muddy patch with the two top locks derelict. So in 1983, the Ripon Canal Society was formed to push for full restoration, which was completed in 1996. And the Canal and River Trust have managed the canal for the last 11 years. We just have one more bridge to go, which is just in front of us, and then after that is the Oxclose Lock, which we got to yesterday. So this is Renton's Bridge. So this is Oxclose Lock, where we got to yesterday, and there's a boat just coming through, so very good timing. So I hope you've enjoyed this video of our walk and our little boat trip on the Ripon Canal. It's certainly a very well kept canal in a beautiful area and well worth a visit. So thank you very much for watching, and as always, do take care.